Ladies and gentlemen, the highest form of comedy is satire, and satire you're gonna get. Introducing Dr. Njagari Damages. All right.
Welcome to the show. My name is Dr. Damages. We are coming to you from the greatest city in the world. New York! Yes. New York City is so great that even though the Winter Olympics is taking place in Sochi, Russia, it is in New York City that the snow is falling. Wow. You don't sound surprised? Yeah, New Yorkers are tired of the snow the same way that the Russians are tired of seeing their president, Vladimir Putin, without his shirts on. Yes. But by the way, can your president come out without his shirt on? Look at Obama without his shirt. Look at Obama. Woo! Wow. Look at the president of Kenya without his shirt on. Now look at President Jonathan without his shirt on. If you're like me, you spend night after night wondering how the world would have looked like without black people and people of color. What? Yes, I wonder. I spend times wondering that. But, well, once every 4 years, we get a reminder at the Olympics, Winter Olympics. that is where white people showcase the life they used to live before they met black people. Are you guys not impressed? No? At the beginning of the Winter Olympics, the West, when I say the West, I mean America and its Twitter followers, like Britain, Germany, and Ghana. They said that Sochi Olympics will be a disaster, complete disaster. They said the first thing is that terrorists would blow up everyone at the games. What? That was what they predicted. When that did not happen, then they said that the toilets in the hotels will not flush because instead of blue water, the Russians had yellow water. What? But trust the Russian president, Vladimir Putin. He is in Sochi and he's hands-on supervising everything going on there. If the weather is too cold, he takes off his shirts to heat up the temperature. Oh yeah. If the traffic at the Olympic Village is heavy, he mounts on a horse and clears the way. Right. Oh yeah, he's a Superman. If there is a terrorist to be killed, instead of using the drone like Obama, Putin will pick up a gun and go there and shoot the man. Yeah. Now, that is what I call leadership by a president. There was, however, an embarrassing moment at the opening ceremony when one of the rings, you know, the 5 Olympic rings, fell to come down. Oh, wow. Yeah, it fell to come down to connect with the other 4 rings. It was a prank by gay people in Russia to embarrass the president, Putin. Seriously? My personal suspicion is that Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, you know that woman that writes books, she gave them that idea. How do we know? We know that because based on the transcript of the final words of the gay volunteers who were manning that ring before they were executed, Putin killed. Oh yeah, they were all gone. So how was your Valentine's Day? Good. Were you up all night to get lucky? Did you get lucky? Yeah. Huh? We were up all night to get lucky. I used to participate in that Valentine Day thing, you know, until I was reminded that it was un-African and as such, unclean. So I stayed out of it. But guess who did not? Who? President Goodluck Jonathan. Wow. Were you not surprised? His spokesman, Ruben Abati, tweeted Jonathan's official Valentine's Day picture. Look at it. Wow. I don't know about you, but that picture did not show a president who was lucky the day the picture was taken. or a president who has any hope of being lucky, you know, soon, anytime soon. By now, you all know President Jonathan's body language. You know, when the president is happy to be lucky, and when he's lucky to be happy, it shows in his body language. And that picture, my friends, is not one of them. Here is President Goodluck Jonathan when he's happy to be lucky. I know. And here is President Goodluck Jonathan when he's lucky to be happy. I know. So when I look at this picture, I see a president pushed to stand at a spot, the way they do here for me. They asked me to stay here and asked to smile, and he was just smiling. Oh, You think I'm reading too much into that picture? No, no. Look at how lucky and happy people celebrated Valentine's Day. Watch. No, not that picture now. That's, my friend, not that picture. That is Nigerians in prison. The other picture. Yes. Have you seen anything like this before in your life?
Nope.
Yeah, I don't think so. Doesn't it scream at you? Clean African tradition. Clean African tradition. Doesn't that pool of water make you feel like jumping in and glowing a little bit of them of the water and saying, Mind you, these are not village people. These are the elite in the society. Yes.
Okay.
They are the ones who use WhatsApp, Twitter, and Facebook. They are the ones, social media. They're the one who can tell you what is African and what is not African. What is clean and what is unclean. In fact, as soon as they got out of that pool, they went to the back street and captured some suspected gay people. And they paraded them along the street naked.
Naked?
Yes. Yeah, I know. Talking about embarrassing parade of naked people. The other day, the three musketeers of Nigeria's finance. I'm talking about the CBN governor, Sanusi Lamido. You know him? Yeah, the one with his mistress. Yeah. The finance minister, Okonjo-Iweala. You know her? Ngo baby. And the petroleum minister, Desiani Alison Madeke. They were paraded in front of the Senate committee looking at the missing $20 billion.
What?
Yeah. That NNPC could not account for. 20 billion. Yeah.
Billion.
So by now you know the story. Some money is missing now, and how much money is missing, we don't know. It all depends on the color of the bow tie that Sanusi is wearing that day. If it's black, he will tell you it's 11 billion. If it's red, it will be 20 billion. Anyway, so the Senate, they had a hearing on that matter, and the three musketeers appeared. Sanusi said that NNPC must explain what happened to our 20 billion.
Yeah.
Listen to him.
So as far as the central bank is concerned, the most important point to establish is that there's a difference of $20 billion between what NNPC shipped and what is repatriated. In our view, there is no subsidy on kerosene, first of all, and that the payment of kerosene subsidy is in violation of a written presidential directive.
Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, Ngo baby, you know her. She said that we should get some of her friends from London or Paris or Washington to come and tell us what happened at the NNPC. Her argument was that the NNPC account is more complex than what they taught her at Harvard. Listen to her.
Now let us focus on the oil finances. Here, it's been made to look as if this country there's been no accountability. And that is not the case. It is that 10.8 billion, that's the Ministry of Finance's process that brought it to light. Without the steady work we've done to account for the resources of this country, we will not be talking about 10.8 billion.
Oh, yeah. And then the real sweetheart who has the ears of the president. I mean, I'm talking about, this is my beloved woman in whom I am well pleased. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. She said that she doesn't obey dead president's directives on kerosene subsidy. She said unless that directive is tattooed on Nigeria's chest, she wouldn't obey it. Listen to her.
If you land a product at 150 naira and you sell it at 50 naira, there is 100 naira gap. Somebody has to cover that 100 naira. If it is not budgeted for, I would hasten to add that when a presidential order is given, either to remove subsidy or to impose, etc., it is not law until it has been gazetted.
Now, when you look at those three musketeers, you could see that one of them is a dead man walking. That is the man sweating the most, the man explaining the most. Oh well. It did not take time before the hammer dropped. Wow. Oh yes, the man Sanusi was abroad representing Nigeria when Jonathan announced that he has been suspended.
There you go.
And an acting central bank governor appointed in his place. Now, before his plane touched down in Lagos, the name of his replacement has been forwarded to the Senate. Did anyone imagine just yesterday that Jonathan could act that fast? with supersonic speed. Did you? No, no. I heard what some of you guys were saying when the news broke. Yeah, this Jonathan Self, this Jonathan Self. What were you expecting? What? Because of all your grumbling, the president fired his sweetheart 2 days before Valentine's Day. 2 days. Corruption. Yeah, 2 days. The moment you force a man to fire his beloved 2 days before Valentine's Day, you can't predict the next thing he will do. Nothing. You know, he's no longer responsible for his actions. So brace yourself, you guys. Sanusi Lamido Sanusi is just the beginning. Next up, President Jonathan plans to suspend Boko Haram's leader, Abubakar Shekau.
It's about time.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
I sent my crack reporters. You remember my crack reporters? I sent them to the mountains of Maiduguri to ask Shekau what he thinks about his impending suspension. Here is his reaction.
Kuma kira nake zuwa ga wato Goodluck Jonathan da kuma shugaban Kristoti. Kuma ina nasihawa.
Yeah. Don't cry for Sanusi, you guys. Don't cry for Sanusi. Sanusi will be okay. He's a big boy. It's only his mistress that you all should worry about. No more flying around to eat first-class dinner, a romantic dinner in Dubai, breakfast in Fallujah, and lunch in Zimbabwe. That's over. Unless Femi Fani Kayode decides to have mercy on her. You know Femi, he specializes in rescuing distressed women. like fungi. In fact, it surprised me that all of Sanusi's gara-gara ended like this. All he had to say after his suspension was, I will go to court. I will go to court. Really? I have a theory. My theory is that the National Security Advisor, Colonel Dasuki, and the incoming Defense Minister, General Aliu Ghazal, all approved this move. Otherwise, an Nza bed will not be dancing on the middle of the street.
No.
When there is nobody playing music, drum in the bush for him. No. Which brings me back to the man facing suspension, Boko Haram's leader. You know? So Shekau, like Sanusi, is again running his mouth without knowing that Jonathan is coming. Jonathan is coming. This week, the governor of Borno State went to Aso Rock to speak to the president about Boko Haram.
Wow.
When he came out, he dropped this bombshell. Watch.
I make it emphatically clear to Mr. President that the Boko Haram are better armed and better motivated.
Oh yes. He said it. He said, I made it emphatically clear to Mr. President that Boko Haram are better armed and better motivated than the military. Hey!
What?
Yeah, they are better armed and better motivated. That means we don't have any chance. Of course. Such emphatic statements do not go unresponded, unanswered. So the presidency quickly pushed out their attack dog, their attack lion to respond. Here is Doyin Okupe's answer to Governor Shettima.
It is clear and unarguable that Governor Shettima does not have the necessary expertise to categorize or classify the effectiveness of any weapon.
I know. He said that the guy doesn't know anything about military operations.
At all.
Wow.
But my sympathy is with Shettima because he said something I don't hear politicians in Nigeria say a lot. Listen to him.
Blame the Nigerian military, honestly. We, the leaders, should be held responsible for a failure of leadership.
What?
Yeah, he said it. I don't blame the military. He said, we leaders should be held responsible for failure of leadership.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah, failure of leadership.
That is correct.
Correct.
Wow. In entertainment news, Linda Ikeji, you know Linda, her blog, she checks and rechecks her news before she publishes it. Now, she reported that due to family emergency, Dr. Damage's show was not produced last week. I know. Immediately, some of you started speculating that Tomato Joss is pregnant. No, she's not. And I repeat, she's not.
Wow.
if she's pregnant, it's not going to be a family emergency. It's going to be called Two-Face attack. Yes. I bet you heard the news. Our man Two-Face, he has done it again. Congrats. Yeah. He has knocked off another woman. This time it's his account manager, the woman that touches his money. So he said, touch my money, I touch your thing, I touch your money, I touch your thing, and something. So Two-Face is denying the thing that nothing happened. And then the woman went and did an ultrasound. And we saw the baby. Look at the picture of the baby.
You are my African queen, the girl of my dreams. You take me where I never been. You make my heart.
The baby was already singing African. You are my African queen. Oh, you're my African queen. This is a segment we call President on the Pulpit. So each week we show you a clip of President Jonathan's sermon on a pulpit somewhere in a church in Nigeria.
Preach.
Yeah, you know that the president's re-election campaign strategy is very simple. Yes, we can. Where the CAN stands for Christian Association of Nigeria. He has vowed to win this election one church at a time. Yeah. So last Sunday, he appeared at the Redeemed Christian Church of God. It was a great entry. He walked in where the congregation had their eyes closed. Our daddy in the Lord, Pastor Adeboyo, led him in, big man. This time Adeboyo did not make him to kneel down so that he would pray for him, unlike the other time. Yeah, he did not, yeah. He handed the mic over to Jonathan to do his thing. Watch. Yes, he said it. He said, if not for the prayers of Christians, the Boko Haram problem would have been worse than it is. And I'm wondering, why will God stop halfway? Why not finish the job? Why would God just do, you understand what I mean? So this is a segment we call Secrets of Picture. Yeah, that's when we show you a picture and we try to tell you the story behind the picture. Now this picture you're looking at, I will be the first to acknowledge I am a clown, Right. I know that you call me a clown behind my back, all of you. I know that. That's all right. But I don't run a $2 billion budget. I don't have millions of impressionable little children looking up to me.
Are you sure?
But the man in this picture is a clown, and he controls $2 billion. Wow. And he has millions of children under his influence. Wow. That's the governor of Osun State. Look at him. He's in this ridiculous school uniform. That is their big thing now, Yeah. Now, my worry is that he also made his wife to wear the same uniform. I mean, where is the National Association of Nigerian Women when you needed them? Where are they? I don't know. If the man wants to make a fool of himself, that's okay. But don't drag your good woman in the mud with you. That's my concern. Our next picture is a picture of Babangida, Obasanjo, and Gowon laughing their heads off. They were like, guess what is making them laugh? They just saw the headline that says, Aliko Dangote is the richest man in Africa. At a go, they all say to themselves, Mugus, 170 million mumu. Right. What do they know? They know something that you don't know. Our next picture is that of, look at it, look at that three people. They are the three most wanted people in Nigeria. Suspect. Yeah, that's Omoyele Showore of Sahara Reporters. The other one is Sanusi Lamido Sanusi. And then there's El Rufai. Look at them. Which of them is the most wanted man in Nigeria? Which one? And look at which one has. Did you see that Shore's stomach is bigger than that of Sanusi? No wonder Sanusi gets all the mistresses. You have to be slim and like that. Here are some stories making headlines across Nigerian newspapers this week. Are you not excited? Yeah. Yeah. I want to hear that. Yeah. Now you're talking. Jonathan is still learning. He will do better if re-elected, says former governor Bafawa. I know. I almost bought the idea. Next time he's re-elected, he will do better. But then I remember that the manual said that you should take off the training wheels after 2 years. Yeah. I will leave Nigeria better than I found it, says President Goodluck Jonathan.
I hope so. Really?
That's very easy. Once he takes Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala and Desiani Alison Madeke with him, Nigeria will excel. Yeah, things will be better. NNPC has now been converted into government ATM machine, says Bola Tinubu. Wow. Yeah, of course. Tinubu knows an ATM machine when he sees one. After all, Lagos State is his own ATM machine. Lagos residents committed to building 4th mainland bridge. You know, we have the 1st, the 2nd, and the 3rd mainland bridge. They want to build the 4th one. Now this one will go from Lagos Treasury straight to Fashola's ATM machine. Oh, wow. Governor Fashola, you know, that's how they do it. Yeah. 2015, Jonathan, in consultations with Emir of Kano, the Oni of Ife, the Alafin of Oyo. Wow. I know. Didn't General Aguiyi-Ironsi embark on such a trip before the 1966 coup? Didn't he do that? Well, yeah. Bank customers will now transact business with their fingerprints, says the central bank governor. Wow. Fingerprints. Nigeria is getting there, you know? It's getting there. So say goodbye to kidnapping and say goodbye to kidnapping and say welcome to finger napping. Yeah. They will just get a chop off your finger and use it to open your bank account. That's it. No more kidnapping. They don't need you. No, just your fingers. As Minister of Power, I don't have generator in my house, says Professor Nebo. You know the Minister of Power, he doesn't have generator. So if there's no NEPA, there's no light in his house.
That's hard to believe.
Yeah, but I tell you something. Definitely this man will read about his sack in the morning newspaper. Yeah. He won't see it when NTA will be talking about him.
But the lights will be off.
Yeah, there's no light. I used to beg for food at the school canteen, says high life musician Flavor. You know Flavor? Mm-hmm. He used to beg for food, you know. I beg, Flavor, manage your money well, or you may end up begging for food again. And this time from Ashawo. You know what I mean? Woman left brain dead. No. Woman left brain damaged after breast implant surgery. That's a lie. That is a lie. I'm a doctor. I can authoritatively tell you that the woman was brain damaged before she went for surgery. What? That's what will lead you to go brain damage. That's what will make you to go and do implant surgery. It's time for your email. Are we on? Oh, do we have emails today?
Why would you keep rolling?
Do we have emails today?
Yes.
Okay, let's hear them.
Okay. Our first email is from Aisha.
Oh, Aisha, my Aisha. Oh, let me hear that. Anyway, it's been a while. Yeah. Let me hear that.
She said, "Hello, doctor. I have finally updated myself with your episodes. I heard you reading emails of people requesting for the show to be twice or thrice a week.
Yes.
I beg, Biko. Here in Nigeria, we hardly have good internet to watch one video. It takes weeks, or your money will finish in buying a bundle. I see now you are back with Smoking Two-Face.
Oh, Two-Face, my man. He's a friend of the show.
The new daddy in Nigeria. Mm-hmm. You heard the new daddy.
He knocked off another woman.
Anyway, she said, now that Sanusi is gone, who will then keep Nigerians abreast of all NNPC financial misconduct? Who will then tell the common man what actually happened to the purported kerosene subsidy fund? She said, who will tell us the actual condition of the economy when Ngo Baby will be confusing us with figures? Your dearest, Aisha Kabia.
Oh, Aisha, my Aisha, thank you so much. Why did it take you so long to write me? You know, I've been waiting for your letters. You think it's only you that people write. So, Aisha, I understand what you're saying about the email system in Nigeria, you know. By now, we should have, with that 20 billion, everybody in Nigeria, every home in Nigeria should have internet. But, well, money is lost. So about Sanusi, you know, he's gone, I know, but we are going to see him again. He's going to appear in APC, the opposition party. Just watch. In fact, I predict that he will be running for something in the coming election. Next.
Our second email is from Abubakar Omar, aka Baba Habu. He writes, Hi, Dr. Damages. I really appreciate your effort toward diagnosing the issues from Nigerian leaders, especially when Jonathan addressed media in the World Economic Forum and the aim behind 18 pages letters of Obasanjo to Jonathan. And about the issue of the NNPC missing money, my pocket hold nothing. And all of them knew how the money got missing, thanks to Sanusi Lamido, CBN governor, that exposed the issue. Nigerian leaders must know that one day we will all be accountable for our deed before our Lord Almighty Allah. Kudos to you, Dr. Damages. Keep it up.
Thank you, my friend Abubakar. Thank you for writing this email. Now that Sanusi is out of the way, don't worry about anything, because Aliu Gazoa is getting back inside. He will definitely gather information. This time we just hope and pray that he will tell us what is going on, and not just the American ambassador. You know what I'm talking about? Next.
Our third email is from Ifeanyi. He writes, Dear Dr. Damages, please, I want you to search your conscience before you criticize the president of Nigeria, as this man, when prompted to power by Obasanjo and Kabuls, discovered that though his name is Jonathan, that he cannot shoot an arrow or even win any fight with Stella, Diziani, Patient, or anybody. That he is actually Joe Nothing when he came straight to your clinic for corrective surgery. And you showed us in one of your episodes how you removed a lot of coconuts from his brain and told your viewers to expect a Jonathan instead of Joe Nothing. Now, going by his actions and utterances after the 8-hour surgery, what is your assessment of his condition vis-a-vis his performance in the office in regards to words he's fighting as president?
I was almost shocked. Ifeanyi, mind yourself. Don't call the president Joe Nothing. What's wrong with you? Now, when I finished that surgery, on Jonathan, I actually gave a time frame when the corrections will kick in. People didn't pay attention. Goodluck Jonathan, okay? Vice President Namadi Sambo, all right? Olusegun Obasanjo, Bola Tinubu, Okonjo-Iweala, I think I've seen her. And Patience Jonathan. They're all here for brain surgery. Keep quiet, Jonathan. My people, this is what is wrong with your president. Coconut brain and corruption worms. Even our camera here did not pick up my time frame. Now you see it's kicked in. He's firing people anyhow. Be careful. Be careful. Next.
Our fourth email is from Dami from Aberdeen, UK. He writes, Dear Dr. Damages, I enjoy your show every week. I actually look forward to it. I knew you as an activist, not a comic. But you have proved that comics can be used to propagate activism.
Wow. That's deep.
It is. I particularly liked your roadshow asking to petition for Obama to allow men to marry more than one wife. You asked a question which was never answered, which is, why marrying more than one wife is banned? Even the Bible says that 7 women will be willing to associate one man. Wow. I want to request from you 2 things, and I should be grateful if you could do them for me. Firstly, I want you to do a show in which you will not mention President Jonathan at all. I hope the man does not watch your show, otherwise you have made him suffer high blood pressure. Leave the man alone for once, please. Secondly, please ask your secretary to sing for the audience at your show. I suggest she sings the song title
Get Lucky.
No.
Oh, what?
Eminadu by Tiwa Savage, featuring Don Jazzy.
Wow. Hey, my friend Dami, thank you so much for this email. Do you really mean to say that it's in the Bible that 7 women will be willing to associate with one man? Why are we waiting? Can I see that verse? Obviously, not American women, not this kind of women here. But now you said I should not mention Jonathan on the show for once. How can I leave the star of the show and who will be starring? It's like talking about meat pie and eating meat pie without meat.
Now, what?
Next, are you going to sing the song?
We'll talk about it later.
What about Get Lucky?
We can get lucky.
Next.
Anyway, our 5th email is from Be Good in Lagos. He writes,
Be good.
Wow, I got you guys right there. Tomato Juice is also blessed. See the pictures. What pictures?
Oh, he had a picture. Oh, yeah. Of Tomato Juice showing her back. He froze that picture.
He said I already sent. He said I already sent her uniform to her, but I guess I prefer her in this one. And Dr. Damages, make sure she turns her back in every show. LOL. Be good. Just be good, okay? He said, an observation, please. Doctor, why have you guys not upgraded to reading mails from a device just like Adiola has? Why do you want to be like our Ogas at the top, who want Niger people to live like the Stone Ages when there was no electricity? Hey, and finally, where did Oga Abati get that impression that the boss has given us lights? I live in First Stack Town, Lagos, and at times we stay 1 to 2 weeks without lights. Now, wow. Love you guys. Special love to Tomato Justin Adiola.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow. Be good. Be good. Let me explain something to you. Most people don't know this. The budget of this show is nothing compared to the budget of Adiola's Keeping It Real. Have you noticed that she has not worn any dress twice? Look at me every week, the same thing.
Look at him.
Everything.
Look at him.
Poor, we don't have the money to buy iPad and all those fancy things. So about what was the other thing you wanted? Electricity. Just move, leave First Stack. You were living in the wrong part of town. Move to Victoria Island, Ikoyi. Does President Jonathan come to a church near you? Go to where he goes to church. That's where you should be. Next.
Okay, our 6th email is from Abdul Yats in Kiev. He writes, Dear Doctor, Dr. Damages, Dr. Damages,
Yeah.
Dr. Damages.
Oh, it's not good.
How many times did I call you?
That's not a good thing.
You have been busy diagnosing and diagnosing. When is the treatment going to start? You are doing this because you want positive change in Nigeria. But to fix Nigeria, you must fix your state. To fix your state, you must fix your village. So therefore, we want you to come back home and contest in an election. Even for Igwe, we will support you. It would be nice to start calling you Igwe Damages. You have to do something about this. I must commend you for a job well done. Keep it up, brother. One love. Hala at Tomato Joss. She looks so sweet. I call her Akwanga sugar cane.
I lived in Akwanga, my man. I know that sugar cane. Akwanga sugar cane.
Anyway, he said a wink from her will make my day.
A wink for wink for the man now.
No.
Wink for Abdul. The show we end here. Thank you, Abdul. Thank you so much. I like this idea of being the ego of my hometown. I didn't think about that. But that may happen soon. Oh. The PDP people, they're already offering me $2 million to defect from Dr. Damages to Dr. Good Samaritan. But Tomato just told me that that's small money. Not enough for her whips. Is that what they call it?
2 million.
Anyway, next.
Our final email is from Vusi in Tennessee. He writes, Dear Dr. Damages, how are you? I'm always on the lookout for your show every weekend. Last week, I particularly enjoyed the part where Youngo Baby was chopping our money in dancing style. I'm totally in love with Tomato Justice's new uniform. Could you please ask her to turn around next week so we can get a view of the back and glorify God for His wonderful work in her
God
life?
is good.
Keep up the good work, Dr. Damages.
The Lord
Oh
is good, my
God.
friend. I said it. I always say the Lord is good all the time. And all the time, the Lord is good.
So now you want to praise God.
Until next week, this is all the time we have for emails. Keep sending your emails to Dr. Damages
at gmail.com.
And follow us on Twitter at
Dr. Damages.
Now, here is my concern for today. It's taken from the book A Marked Man by Malcolm X. And it says, if you have no critics, you will likely have no success. Think about that. Until next week, I am Dr. Damages. I diagnose.
You heal yourself.
Do you have any critic?
No. Apart from that, you see my new uniform.
This is beautiful.
And I don't have no makeup today.
You have to explain that to them. And
no makeup
this is
today.
her real self, but still expensive.
It's Black History,
High
so I have to
maintenance.
be myself.